This video is made for adult collectors because I went to Shanghai. That's really far away. Whoa. I love that. That looks so good. It kind of helps if you connect the microphone to the phone and actually have it working, but it's mounted to my hat because I was going to mount it to Blokees scoop and hold it, but you can hear the wheels in the microphone and that's annoying. But I went to Blokees event in China. I went to China. Never thought I'd say that, but I did. I went there to their 325 event, which literally just translates to March 25th. I got to go there. I got to see a whole bunch of cool new stuff. A lot of kits that are coming out that I'm not allowed to talk about because they're still pending license or approval, but there is still also a lot that I'm allowed to show you guys, and I want to show you. But when I got there, I actually got lost looking for the place. I walked from the hotel to the venue and I got lost in a massive shopping mall. But once I got there, they had a whole bunch of like TVs and banners outside. And then you go inside, my rep checked me in and I got to sign a wall. I signed a wall. I took a photo in front of the wall, but they have the photo, not me. Then I got to see all the cool like custom BFC stuff. BFC is like their program for customizing and photography for the community. I don't actually remember what it stands for. It's been a long week, but they had a lot of cool stuff on display, like the Hatsune Miku Soundwave, this awesome bludgeon, and just so much stuff. They even have exclusives for the BFC stuff, which is, there's one right here. This one's limited to 600, but yeah, clear hot rod. I have that now, I guess. They sent this to me. I don't know why they sent it to me, but I'm thankful for it. It's gonna go right here. You can't see it, but my sealed shelf is right here. It's gonna go here. It doesn't fit. No, he died. No. But after the BFC hallway, we were taken into a room full of prototypes. So many prototypes. I got to see a lot of Disney stuff I can't talk about because that's still pending license or approval. But I did get to see the new Harley Quinn they showed off like right before the event started. It's bigger than I thought. It's like this big. I know that gives you no point of reference. It's like twice the height of this, which I wasn't expecting. But then after that, I was greeted by Transformers kits, Sentinel Prime and Blitzwing, which is funny because those kits arrived at my door like 2 days after I got to China, which is hilarious. But I got to see those, and then the new Bumblebee Prime and the new Bumblebee, which which look really nice. I am excited for those too. There was also a lot of stuff from properties I've never interacted with or have interacted with very limited, like Mega Man, Saint Seiya, Naruto. What was the last one? Evangelion. My reference for all my footage is down here. I keep looking at it. But they did look cool. I thought the Saint Seiya stuff kind of looked like Custodes from Warhammer a little bit, which I thought was funny. Ooh, Blokees Warhammer would be so cool. There was also a very, very nice Absolute Batman. That looked incredible. It was just a sculpture, a non-posable like statue that they had. Currently, it's going to be articulated, but they haven't done that yet. So the one that we saw was just a static dude standing there, but it was very cool. There was also a lot of Ultraman, a lot of Kamen Rider, which again are properties that I haven't really seen a lot of, but I thought looked cool. But then the Prime Optimus. Oh, I can't wait for the Prime Optimus. It looks so good. Literally at the time of me recording this, the Iron Warrior one, the third-party one, is gone now because I'm replacing it with the Blokees one. I'd rather have an official version of that figure. I'm so excited. It's my favorite Optimus design, and it's my favorite Transformers show. So of course I'm gonna want it. The Star Saber looks awesome. There's a sheath at the back. Like I got a photo of the back of the figure. It's very clean. A lot of the armor's posable too, so you can like move it around and express him however you want. And then there was a 2.0 of their Optimus Prime. Do I have their Optimus Prime on the shelf somewhere? I thought I did. They made a 2.0, which is basically just the Style Gen. It's kind of funny that it is just based off of Style Gen, but I like the Style Gen design, so I'm okay with that. And then they teased a Megatron. At least that's what I think that was, because there's like a fusion cannon thing. There was a lot of Hatsune Miku as well, so that's not my cup of tea, but if you're into that, they're making a ton of it, so you can look forward to that too. But that wasn't it for Transformers. There was also the wheels. They put Wave 1 and Wave 2 on display, and then they had a teaser for Wave 3. They just had 4 prototypes. They had a War Within Grimlock, a Helicopter Springer, a Drift, I believe, and then someone else I don't know. It could have been RC or Elita, and I asked my rep, and she told me that she has no idea because she first saw them like the day before. She also doesn't know, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can't wait for that Grimlock. That Grimlock looks so sweet. It's big too. And then the T-Rex. Oh, the T-Rex. I cannot wait for the T-Rex. It was a sizable T-Rex, about this big. I have one of the Hammond collection guys on the floor here. It's smaller than this, but it is more articulated than this. So I'm very much looking forward to that thing when it comes out. That kit looks awesome. There was also a smaller version and a Triceratops, and then they had all the little guys for Wave 3. Wave 3 looked very cool because they made that stupid submarine that the Mosasaur eats in Jurassic World Rebirth. I thought that was funny. Then there was a lot more Ultraman, a lot more Naruto, and then Galaxy class Transformers. They had some on display that had just come out, but then we got to see the Quintesson, which I'm excited for, and a dead Prime. I don't exactly know how they're releasing this Optimus, but it was pretty funny. There was also a Wreck-Gar and a Galvatron and a Rodimus and a Trailbreaker. Trailbreaker kind of looks a bit IDW inspired, which I like because I like IDW Trailbreaker. Then they had more Ultraman and the Zack Snyder Justice League roster with the stupid Steppenwolf. I really want stupid Steppenwolf. I hate that Steppenwolf design because I think the Zack Snyder's Justice League version looks better, but I think it's funny that they're doing a little tiny stupid Steppenwolf kit, so I want that. Then they had the combiners on display. Then they also showed off the Defender versions of, what was it, Leo Prime and Galvatron, or Leo Convoy and Galvatron, however you want to call them. They both look very cool. I really want that Galvatron. That Galvatron kit looks so awesome, and that's like my second favorite Galvatron design after the Age of Extinction one. I know, I'm weird. And then the last thing they had in that room was another one of their own IPs called Astral Rally, which is like little robots that you paint yourself or something. They look really cool. The combining vehicles was neat. I was drawn to that. Then we had to wait like an hour to sit in this massive room and watch a 5-hour keynote on their performance, new products coming out. There's like a representative from Disney was there, and I wasn't allowed to film any of it, so there's none of that. But I did win this. I did get this. They invited, I think there was like 7 creators, and they gave us these. This is heavy. You could seriously hurt someone with this. It's made of, I want to say aluminum, but like it's weighty. It's really cool. After that, they rearranged the room for a gala dinner. Like an actual like proper dinner. I walked in and the first thing I said was, whoa, who's getting married? Because it looked like a wedding. And then all of a sudden lasers went off, and then an Ultraman show happened where they had Ultraman fight a villain on stage with an interactive screen with explosions on it. I wasn't expecting that, but it was cool. it was really funny, but it was cool. I thought that was pretty interesting. They put a lot of effort into this event. Then they brought out food, which I was allergic to most of the food, so my rep took me to McDonald's instead. But that was the day. That was really, really fun and very, very cool. They also gave us this metal thing. I have no idea what this actually is. I didn't ask because I forgot to, so I have no idea. It's a little metal placard thing. Yay, it's in the other room. After that, the next day, we did a tour of the headquarters, which that was so cool. I can't talk about anything I saw in there. I'm not allowed to. I did get some footage of the front lobby because that was all I was allowed to film, and they have all this stuff on display. And that's it for the Blokees event. That was all the stuff that I got to see, got to talk about. I got to meet a whole bunch of cool people I've only spoken to online for a very long time at the company. So that was nice. And then the next day I went toy shopping, but that's a whole different video in and of itself. I accidentally walked into a maid cafe. We'll talk about that story later. But again, thank you to Blokees for shipping my ass out there all the way from Canada, 14 hours in an economy seat. I'm 6'3". You can imagine how uncomfortable that was. But if given the opportunity again next year, I'd totally go again. That was fun. Yes, I'm still terrible at ending these videos. So here's smoke screen, and I have leftover pizza in the fridge. Goodbye.